The current of motivation, Toastmaster Gandhar.
Whenever I hear the word motivation, the first place where I go to derive motivation for myself are our intrepid, renowned Indian Armed Forces. A few months back, I heard a story of one such officer named Lieutenant General Syed Ata Hasnain, who was posted as the commander of the Junior Command Wing of the Army War College. This was a story of how he went on and applied a few strategies like introduction of new awards, recognizing the contributions of the support staff, regularly interacting with the course attendees, which all went in motivating, boosting the morale, and improving the overall functioning of the organization. Just like General Hasnain, I too was put in a similar situation where I had to apply a few strategies, which I would be sharing with you today to motivate my team to achieve an important project at MTC. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. As a part of my Level 4 Pathways project, with the advice of my mentor, I went on to prepare a Pathways progress sheet with a team of 4 in the month of November 2021. What is this sheet about? This sheet will essentially act as a central repository for all of our club members' Pathways progress data, which includes path levels, speech completion dates, electives selected, and more such information. This elaborate sheet will help in tracking member progress individually and help in club goal attainment collectively. My team included Toastmaster Prathamesh, Toastmaster Sanu, and Toastmaster Shrey as the 3 members apart from me for this project. Now, in preparing a sheet so elaborate in its size, many assumptions, ambiguities, and confusions could have happened. Like, for instance, during one of our team meets, one point was highlighted on how to make sure to avoid confusion to the best possible way for members with a dual membership or for those who have enrolled in multiple paths. Thus, keeping all of these things in mind, it became extremely important for me to define an efficient and smooth structure of working for my team. I was able to do this by planning the project timeline, where first we gathered the data for all members together, then went for members with single paths, and finally ended with members with multiple paths. And with this structure in place, I went on to delegate tasks specific to each team member. And this became the first step to take the project forward, where I created that working structure and then went on to delegate specific tasks to my team to get their commitment to reach the project deadlines. The second most essential element I feel which is required to execute a project of this size was to have clear and consistent communication. I was able to do this by explaining all the different aspects of the project to my team in detail, right from the timelines to meet to the different things to take care of while filling the sheet. All of these things became very crucial to make sure me and my team are on the same page and are having a common understanding. And coupled with clarity, I was also communicating consistently by regularly giving that extra push of motivation to achieve the project goals. Thus, clarity and consistency in communication became my second tool to keep the spirits high through the project. As the project progressed from one stage to the next, to make the team members feel connected to the project, the one thing which I applied was a continuous flow of encouragement and appreciation. As they say, appreciation is the only asset that does not depreciate. And this worked wonders because when people feel valued and recognized, they naturally contribute to the best of their ability. With all of these strategies which I applied for motivation and execution, the one principle I felt, which was the game changer for this project, was to always make sure I'm leading from the front and leading with total involvement in the project. And thus, I always made sure to pitch in whenever any difficulties or confusions would arrive for my team. Because ultimately, it's the leader's personal example and zeal, what I feel, that motivates his team to achieve the goals. The current of motivation that flows through the team when the leader leads from the front is unparalleled. It was these 5 strategies that I incorporated of creating a working structure, assigning specific tasks, being clear and consistent in my communication, recognizing the contributions of my team, and last but not the least, leading from the front, which all went in driving that current of motivation in my team. And whether it is the army or a Toastmasters, there are some tried and tested strategies to motivate your team to achieve success. Have you made a strategy to motivate your team? Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.